What's up guys? Today we're talking about how to handle and how to fix your mistakes. And trust me, there is no one better to talk about this subject than yours truly right here, because I've made plenty mistakes. I have so much basis for information. In fact, let me show you a report of the amount of mistakes I made when I was first born. Crazy, right? I know. No one's more qualified than me. I told you. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna wanna talk about is number one, don't justify your mistakes. We tend to do this whenever we make mistakes because most mistakes are not intentional. But sometimes when we make mistakes, we hurt other people's feelings and we hurt other people, or we choose a scenario that wasn't intentional and it doesn't come to fruition the way we wanted to. So in order to protect our ego, we pretend as if we actually have this grand master plan. Well, yeah, I meant to do that because, or this because of that, and they didn't understand because of this. No, if you messed up, admit it. Pain equals change. Only when we feel something painful are we motivated to make change. That is when you start to make an actual change. So if you make a mistake, you have to be self-aware and you have to go, wow, I did mess up. I did make a change. Don't justify your actions. Don't pretend like you actually had this whole huge plan that you were gonna do that and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. Don't do that. I know I've done that so many times. Like, well, yeah, I meant to do that, but that didn't work out. No, just admit the mistake that you made, and then that brings me to step number two. This is a hard one. Apologize. You gotta apologize. You gotta apologize to two people, others and yourself. And let me explain. Apologize to anyone you may have hurt. A lot of times we do certain things or certain scenarios happen and we hurt another human being, and that's not good. Obviously for the many reasons that we do know, but my belief is when we hurt someone else, we're really hurting ourselves. And let me further explain. As human beings, we tend to be all very intuitively connected. We understand what someone else is feeling. We can understand what another person is going through if only we look at it. So whenever we hurt someone else, we are kind of hurting ourselves too, because we understand the pain that people go through because we have felt that pain before. If we were to inflict pain on another person, we're really just hurting ourselves because we're aware of the pain that we're giving out. So there's two people you gotta apologize to. You gotta apologize to other people. You gotta swallow your pride, swallow your ego and say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to create this scenario for this situation. And it'll go over a lot easier than you think. Listen to the person, listen to their feedback, and then the second person is you gotta apologize to yourself. You gotta apologize to yourself because you know better. You know you're not supposed to hurt other people because it hurts when you get hurt. And if you inflict that pain on someone else, man, that's not good. I know many times I've made mistakes and I've hurt other people, and even trying to justify it is painful for myself. So you gotta apologize to the other person first, and then you gotta apologize to yourself that you're never gonna do it. That brings me to step number three. Make an intentional choice to learn from your mistake. Yes, learn from it. Too many times we make a mistake and we, like I said before, we justify it, but we don't really focus on it because it was painful, but we find ourselves making the same mistake over and over again. Whether it's a simple mistake like a clerical error at work, and we just want to pretend like we didn't do it and we make the same mistake over and over again, we have to learn from it. A few things that help me learn from a mistake, especially a painful one, I write it down. This is the mistake I made today. Here's how I will never make that mistake again. So your brain processes it further and deeper so you're aware of the mistake that you made. This brings me to step number four, take action. Whenever you make a mistake, it kind of pushes you back, it kind of makes you feel a little bit down, it kind of gives you a little bit of a setback, so you gotta take action. You apologized, you logged it, you journaled it, you realized what mistake you made and you're never gonna make it again, so you take action. You move forward and you say to yourself, I'm never gonna make that mistake again. Be aware of your mistakes so you do not make them again. Too many people just throw away their mistakes and pretend like, I'm human, I mess up. Yes, it's true, we all mess up, we're all human beings, but the greatest thing we can do is learn from that mistake, because the greatest mistake we'll ever make is to never learn from our mistakes. And if we never do learn from our mistakes, it's not just a mistake, it's a tragedy.